Hey y'all, what's up and welcome to the 19th edition of Teaching Tuesday. In continuation of some of the past episodes outlining a few great licks to use over certain types of chords, we are going to continue in that theme, and today we're going to do dominant chords. So we did major licks over major chords over minor chords. Today we're going to do dominant. We're going to do them all in the key of B flat and all in kind of this sixth position here, starting on the sixth fret, or however you want to think of that. We're just going to do 3 licks this time. So first lick, we're going to get straight to the point. Sounds like this. A couple variations you could go, or whatever. But yeah, basically we're starting from the third, and then we go straight up the arpeggio. 3, 5, 7, 9, right? And then 6, 5. Super common bebop lick, coming from as far back as Charlie Parker. And I'm going to show you actually a little variation on it. So instead of playing that last part down here, you can also play that part up an octave. And that is kind of coming from more of I got it at least from Charlie Christian. So which is, I think, played before Charlie Parker, if I'm correct. But yeah, there's lick number 1. And then here is lick number 2. We're gonna take it up a little higher, and it sounds like this. So that actually sounds pretty minor, like you're kind of like in F minor. And I also just wanted to note that F minor and B flat 7 are very, very similar, and especially if you're coming kind of from the Barry Harris school, he talks about how that 2 and the 5 are kind of interchangeable in a lot of ways. But yeah, they're coming from the same scale, which is like, the B dominant scale, or F melodic minor, or however you want to think about it. And actually, I wanted to include this in my last video, and I forgot, so I'm kind of sneaking in here. But all that to say that they are actually very similar, so it actually totally works, and I would play that lick over a B flat 7. So I'll break it down again. So it's very much coming from the melodic minor scale. That's kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 5 of like a C. Also somebody was talking about what beats I'm starting on. So all of these licks are going to start on 1 unless otherwise noted. And that being said, this is going to start on the and of 1, I guess. 1. You could do it in a lot of different places, but that's what we're going to say that is. Cool, and this next lick is very, very simple. So it's actually just the bebop scale. So if you guys know the bebop scale, but we're gonna articulate it a little bit differently. So this is gonna start on the and of 1, and it's gonna sound like this. If you want to do it in 2 octaves. And it's so simple, but it actually just like is a great lick. I mean, played by what comes to mind for me is like Hank Mobley, or even John Coltrane would play that lick just straight down the scale, and it sounds great if you play it, good time in the pocket and all that stuff. So yeah, just broken down slowly. It's just the bebop scale. So, and actually I really like this articulation of it. So instead of kind of like mixing up the strings over here, I like to just play the first 3 notes on the first string and kind of articulate it like that. And then if you want to keep going. Right? So yeah, it's just the bebop scale, which is a dominant scale with also a natural seventh. So yeah, those are our 3 dominant licks in the key of B flat. As I always say, feel free to vary them up, change them, different positions, different keys, different octaves, all that good stuff. But yeah, thanks for tuning in to the 19th edition of Teaching Tuesday, and I'll see you guys next week.